Good morning and or afternoon, dear invitees. You are highly welcome to the book launch ceremony of this magnificent literary work of art titled Beauty Behind Battles, Discovering Your Purpose Through the Darkest Moments, Storms and Hardest Trials of Life. I am Laisin a community psychologist. I am presently offering psychosocial support services to victims and survivors of the ongoing socio-political crisis in Anglophone Cameroon under the humanitarian banner of Intersol's Humanitarian Aid. I am honored to forward this literary work of art by Bibiana Mbei Tingabong. Bibiana is a passionate, zealous, self-giving, and an empathetic humanitarian professional who is focused on impacting individual and community well-being in general. She originates from Agen village, a clan within the Menchum division in the northwest region of Cameroon. Bibiana is thus a typical fruit of the African sociogenesis and ontogenesis. Like every other child, in her context and era, she experienced patriarchal parenting, gender stereotype parenting, enforcement of gender roles and functions, modeling patriarchal identities. Although these societal norms were meant to educate and help the child develop, they unfortunately wounded her and left her some scars in her life. She spent a great deal in her life swinging between dotted moments of happiness within an interchanged episode of violence, rejection, victimization, and abuse. Although these could lead to various forms, all of these could lead to various forms of trauma, loss, grief, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Regrettably, it went unnoticed due to the fact that the African context at that time paid little or no attention to mental health related issues. I encountered Bibiana one glorious Sunday morning as I stepped out of the sacristy after Mass in December 2016, within the peak of the ongoing Anglophone crisis in Cameroon. She sought my spiritual companionship, and with time, I discovered we shared some common objectives: humanity first, and then preferential option for the most vulnerable in the society. The main theme of Beauty Behind Battles is resilience amidst storms of life. The main character, named Namseko, is universally representing all those who have gone through horrors of life. The gender of Namseko, that is being a lady, the female gender, is symbolic and representative of the most vulnerable gender exposed to the likelihood of victimization in our communities. I am talking about the girl child in particular and women in general. And the diction of Beauty Behind Battles is quite suiting, metaphorical, and allusive. With regard to the driving message of Beauty Behind Battles, dear invitees, Beauty Behind Battles is more than a storytelling. It is a collection of experiences aimed to educate that even amidst the toughest battles of life, there is the potential for growth or development. Trial moments, dear invitees, either make us bitter or better. There are no two ways. It's a question of either or. You better choose between either bitterness or betterness. Namseko chose betterness. What do you choose? Namseko blended trust in God and personal effort to bounce back when faced with life's adversities. Though a prayer warrior, she actively collaborated with God by putting in personal effort. As for the relevance of this write-up, Beauty Behind Battles is for certain a little drop of water that adds to the ocean of existing scientific literature on literal works on resilience and identity formation. It is a collection of our experiences as humans, lived out to discover and harness through the struggles and adversities the seed of God's richest potentials planted in each and every one of us. Gender specifically, Beauty Behind Battles is going to help most girls and women to reconcile with their past and rehabilitate. And from a cultural perspective, Beauty Behind Battles will raise awareness and sensitize on the numerous human rights violations and forms of gender-based violence that existed and still exist in some cultural contexts around the world. And psychologically, Beauty Behind Battles will help those who think they have experienced the worst in their life and they are losing hope to forge a new identity and purpose of life and then move on. It is therefore a source of inspiration and hope to those who are facing daily storms in their life. As a community psychologist, therefore, and a mental health professional who is exposed to traumatic experiences on a daily basis, dear invitees, I hereby recommend Beauty Behind Battles to everyone, since each day we encounter a stressor. Each day comes with a new stressor. And the human ability to bounce back is not equally distributed. I invite you, therefore, viewers, to borrow from Namsekor's experience, borrow from her strengths and competencies to rehabilitate in life. You can have copies of Beauty Behind Battles online on Amazon and in person in the various locations in and out of Cameroon. In Cameroon, you can have it in Bamenda, you can have it in Yaoundé, or you called me or contact me. Thank you for your kind attention. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.